Welcome back to Cross Creek Cut. My name is London Downing.
Thanks, Lundy. So today we've got Lundy out here digging plants for us. Today's actually June 6th, and we're doing our Infurrow testing and looking at what we did on Infurrow product and also no application in soybeans. So I'm going to pass it off to Kyle to kind of talk about what's going on here. And Kyle did all our soybean planting this year, and he actually did this study. So this is the first time I actually get to see it with my own eyes. And I'm going to pass it off to Kyle and let him tell you more about it.
Yep, thanks, Brad. So what we've got here today is actually our first field of beans planted this year. This is a May 4th planting. So like Brad said, we've got an Infurrow trial going on here. So we've got our Infurrow 1, which would be our standard program that we run across all of our acres. The control, which would be no Infurrow at all. And then Infurrow 2, which is just a trial that we're working on this year. Some really surprising things we've got going on here. So with our Infurrow 1 versus our control, you can already see just from the pictures here, a little bit better root structure, just overall stalk diameter, bigger, petiole length getting out there a little bit more than the control here. You can see here, these plants are still looking good. We're still moving right along. But this is what's really surprised us, Brad, this Infurrow 2. So we just wanted to try something different, and you can see just the overall, the things that surprised me the most would be just petiole length here. So you can see just how much these are spreading out. Overall leaf size, so really being able to intercept more sunlight. And then stalk diameter being the other big one. So as I mentioned, between the control and Infurrow 1, you can see the size difference, but really start looking here at 2. What do you think, Brad?
It's a substantial difference. Actually, I was side dressing yesterday, and Kyle was out doing this evaluation, looking at it, and he brought them to me, and I was like, "This is incredible." I mean, this has been our standard program for the last couple of years, and it's brought us tremendous yield response, and we've actually got 3 years of data behind it to bring to you guys just on this mix alone of Ignition, Accelerate, Rev Up, and New Tech SIF. And it's brought us a lot of money, and a lot of ROI, and a lot of our customers have info on their beans. But we decided that we'd try something different and try a different mix and kind of come up with an idea. And this over here on the Infurrow 2 is actually 4 ounces of pH max, a pint of Exceed nano brown sugar, a pint of Humica, and then 12.8 ounces of New Tech SIF as well. And then we just water it up to 9 gallon. All of these, except for the control, have 9 gallon per acre. So, the big thing I'm seeing right now, which is, like you talked about, the petiole length, the leaf structure, the actual stalk itself, they seem to be nodulating very similar to what the over here on the Infurrow is, on the Infurrow 1. But what I thought was really just impressive that I haven't seen before is, and you can talk to it, Kyle, because you're the one that saw it first, is on the cotyledons here. Very few times do I see on cotyledons actually, I don't know if in my career I've ever seen this, they're actually putting on trifoliates where the cotyledon's at. And on the unifoliate, it's stacking nodes on top of nodes on top of nodes. And right now we're trying to determine why. What's going on in this mix? Why is this so much different than anything we've done before in the past? And what's happening? Is it going to equate to yield? Is it not?
I don't know yet.
I don't know. Come fall, we'll let you know. But right now, the fact of the matter is there are more nodes stacked up on this Infurrow 2 program versus 1. And, obviously about double the height and double the amount of leaf structure and double the amount of size of the stem has no control and no Infurrow. So once again, it goes back to prove just what we've seen. We'll find out what the ROI is. But the big thing is we're seeing is from a healthier plant standpoint, having liquid on your planter and Infurrow on soybeans is a big deal. So we'll find out if it brings more yield or not and more ROI. But very impressive what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and I'd say stay tuned. This is going to be one that we're definitely going to be visiting every couple weeks and bringing you guys some updates with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing that we've seen with this increased petiole length and overall leaf size is just canopy closure. So before the video, when we were out in the field, we took some measurements. So both Infurrow 1 and control, we're seeing about 7.5, 7.6 inches of coverage. So what we're looking at there is just row closure. So going in between 2 rows in about a 3-foot square.
Yeah, we're using the Canopio app
Yep.
to measure actual percentage of actual canopy within that 3-foot square.
And then on the Infurrow program 2, we're seeing 8.9 inches. Or
Percent, yeah.
8.9%.
8.9% of the canopy. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot more than, I mean, it's a percent and a half higher on Infurrow 2 than it
Right.
is the other control or Infurrow 1.
Yep, I'm sitting here about a month after planting.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be back with you guys soon. And like Kyle said, we're going to be out here looking at this and evaluating all season long. So stay tuned. We'll figure out, what we're going to see. We'll report back to you guys this season. We'll also report you at the end of fall and let you guys know what kind of yield and ROI this thing brought. So we'll let Lundy say goodbye here. Lundy, you still around, or you out digging up more plants?
I don't know.
What do you got to say?
See you next time on Cross Creek Cut.
See you guys. Thanks.
Have a good one.